Hossein from the Paint and Sip Studio New York. I'll be your instructor this evening, and we're gonna paint our beautiful trees, mountains, and landscape painting. So, in case if you have no idea what are we going to paint now, I will show you the picture because I'm not in the studio. I don't have the sample with me. I can show you only like this. If you want to take screenshots, you're more than welcome. Please do that. But no needed actually, because I will do my best to instruct it as easy as possible for everyone. We go step by step together, and hopefully we will finish it together, nice and easy. So I'll just
perfect. I did send the picture to everybody also, so they should have access to it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So before we start,
thank you.
Please make sure you have your canvases ready in a horizontal position, and also a glass of water to rinse your brushes. Your brushes, 3 brushes, large flat one, medium round, and the small one. A paper towel, folded paper towel underneath your glass of water, because after you rinse your brushes, you need to make sure it's dry and clean on the paper towel each time rinse the brush. Also your paper plates, which we're going to use them as our mixing palettes. So there's also one more underneath. Whenever you want to have the fresh one, just separate those from each other and use the fresh one, please. Also, you received 6 different colors for this painting. However, we are not going to use the lighter shade of blue. So please, from now, just keep the lighter shade of blue in the container away, as you are not going to use it for this painting. Maybe after you will use your brushes, your leftover paints, your lighter shade of blue to enjoy yourself with another painting, but not today. So, and at the end, please wear your aprons, protect your clothes. You can't get rid of stains and that paints on your clothes. It's like garment paints, and it will stay forever. So please make sure you're protecting your clothes. For the table, it's totally fine because you can wipe it off there. But for your clothes, no. So if there's no more question, we can start the painting now together.
I have a quick question. Do you want us to just lay the canvas flat on our work surface, or
no, you can do that. You can do that. You can hold it to something else like books or whatever, the box that you received these supplies in it, or you can put it flat on a table. However, you may feel more comfortable to do that.
Okay, thank you.
Great, you're welcome. So let's start together, please. Now, with our large flat brushes, a horizontal canvas, and our paint palettes, please take 5 scoops of dark blue paint, add it on your mixing palette. 5 big scoops with your large flat brushes. Five big scoops of dark blue paint. And then please take thicker paints on your brushes and start moving your brush like spirals like this and cover the whole canvas. It's because of the background, the sky that we are painting now. We need to add spirals all over, and after that, we will change the shade, we'll turn it lighter, we will add more spirals to the painting to show the texture of the clouds in the sky. So please move your brushes in a circular way, add spirals everywhere, and cover the canvas, the whole thing, first with pure dark blue. and make sure you have thicker paint on your brush, on the tip of the brush. Make sure you have too much paint, because after that, after you cover the canvas, you need to have wet paint on the painting to be able to blend it with the other shade of blue. So now I'm done. That's exactly what we want to do as the first step to cover the canvas. Please take your time and finish the whole background first coat with dark blue. Then we can start together. And if there's anything that you want to ask me, please ask me. By the way, we have less than 5 minutes for this part. Please finish it quickly, as we need to have the wet paint to be able to mix it with the other shade of blue. So please make sure you're finishing it as quick as possible. Thank you. And I apologize for being pushy, but there's no choice. This part is like this. We have to finish it quickly.
This is such a good arm workout.
Yes, it is. It is actually. Sometimes it is.
Oh, yes.
Also, I was gonna say, if people want to like see his painting bigger, you can just pin his picture to full screen.
Yeah, it makes it easier because when I'm not talking, you can't see me. And if you don't pin me. And please, 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 whenever you need to ask a question, if you're on mute, unmute yourself, ask me any questions. I finish it early and I will be more than happy to answer your questions.
I have a question about you. So you're in New York, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I do live in New York. I live in Manhattan.
Are you an artist for a living? What's your story?
Yeah, I'm an artist. I'm a painter and sculptor. I used to. I'm from Iran. I was born in Iran, and then like 15 years ago, I moved to London, and I finished my uh, art courses, actually the school, and then art school, and then I moved to Turkey. I was working in Turkey as an artist, working with an Israel gallery, and then after that they banned me from Turkey. I started working in Switzerland, Geneva, and after that I moved to New York because I was working not physically but with my agent in New York for 16 years. So I decided to move to New York. So I moved to New York 5 years ago somehow, and I live here.
That is
And
quite
yeah,
a
that's the
resume.
only job that I'm doing. And recently, it's not very recent, but it's been 2 years or more. I started, instructing on the side. Just as a part-time job, which I enjoyed. I used to have students in my own studio before, but it was different. I wasn't instructing anything. I was somehow teaching them how to bring out their own creativity, to go crazy with art and be creative, create their own space and imagination, and bring it out on the canvas or on the if they were working with sculptures or whatever. But now it feels good. At least it's the best way to communicate with people when I'm not working on my project. Because when you're working, you're all the way inside your studio. You can't communicate with people. You can't see people. You're just in and working and working and working, sometimes for a week. And it's a good way. It's a good excuse, actually, to just get out and see people. It was before COVID, but after that, when we start having our virtual classes, it felt good, actually. Again, just to back on track, see people, get involved with people, and while I was just inside the house like a prisoner. So it was really, really good.
That is so
Morals,
cool.
and yeah, that was good. That's it.
Love it. Thanks for telling us your story.
Oh, of course, with pleasure. So I hope you're done. Let's start with the leftover dark blue on your palettes. If it's not enough, just take two more in case. Just take two more scoops of dark blue, add it to your leftover dark blue on your palettes, please. Two more scoops of dark blue, and then rinse your brushes, please. Make sure it's clean and dry on the paper towel. No more dark blue on your brushes, because we want to take white and we don't want to mix paints together in the containers. So please make sure there's no more dark blue on your brushes. Rinse it, wash it, make sure it's clean and dry on the paper towels, and then take 1 scoop of white, mix it with your whole dark blue on the palette, make it lighter. It's going to be 2 shades at least lighter, as you can see on the palette. So first, make sure they're perfectly well blended, and then add a dot in the middle of the painting or in the middle of your canvas. We can't consider it as a painting now yet. And now we will start adding the same spirals, but this time let's start from the middle with the small ones, and small circles, bigger, 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 all the way to the top, like this. And then from the middle again, with the small one, we start moving the brush lower and lower all the way to the bottom, going out of the picture like this. Move it, blend it with dark blue underneath, let them blend. And it's good if it looks messy. It's totally fine. Now we do it again from the middle to the left, to the right side, from the small ones to the big ones on the right, out of the edge on the right side, and then do the same from the middle to the left side. You have a cross in the middle. That's exactly what we want. And now we start adding diagonals. It's like Union Jack, the flag for UK. So again, from the side, we go with the spirals, adding circles. Each side, left top corner, right top corner, left bottom corner, and right bottom corner. And again, let them blend all the colors together, the lighter shade with the darker shade underneath, please. Actually, it's very fun because you can do whatever you want on the canvas. Now, you're not worried to mess with anything, any details on the painting. There are no details. You can just create your own pattern on the canvas. So now we have to do that immediately, actually. Sorry again, but if you're ready and done, please take one more scoop of white. Rinse your brushes, make sure it's clean and dry. Take one more scoop of white, mix it with the leftover lighter shade of blue, make it lighter. One more time, like this. And right away, when you're done blending, wherever you can see the darker shade of blue on the background, you just add the new spirals, new circular moves all the way, blend them together like this. And please take a look at my painting. You can see how messed up it looks. And we want to have the same thing on your paintings, on your canvases. It's a sky with clouds. We don't want to have something very well organized and nice and clean or neat. Just move your brushes freely and add spirals. And that's it. Please finish it as quick as possible, and we will continue adding more white. Take your time, make it quick, please, and finish this third shade of blue on your paintings. And don't hate me. After we are done with the background, we have time to just rest, enjoy your drinks, finish the painting if it's not finished, and then we will continue again.
Is it bad that mine looks like really different than yours already?
Wait, I was thinking mine looks way lighter.
It's the best. It's the
That's
best
okay.
thing. It's supposed to be different, all of yours, because it's unique. It's your painting. It's like
Okay.
fingerprints.
That's good.
So I hope you're done. Please rinse your brushes again, one more time, and take one more scoop of white. Mix it with the leftover paint. like this. And now with this lighter shade, which is somehow close to the color of the sky blue. Now the darker shade, on the darker shade between the new circles, we will add this color, but we don't do our best to blend them together too much. It's totally fine to see the other color, the darker shade underneath. So leave it like this, please. Definitely we want to be able to see the other color, the darker shade underneath. And now, for the last time, again with the clean and dry brush, please take one more scoop of white, one big one. Definitely you don't have too much leftover paint on your palette, so it will affect more than before. Just one big scoop of white, mix it somehow, not all the way, in the middle. Make sure it's way too much lighter, and then start adding new very light spirals like this, and then we are good. We can relax and let it dry. By the way, if you do have the picture for the painting, the sample on your screen, you may think that it is not white enough. You didn't add more. Well, you need to add more white, but you don't actually. This is the perfect color now for the sky, because the way that it seems to be whiter and brighter on the painting on the sample, it's because of the mountains, white mountains in the middle. So just do not pay attention to the sample now. Just finish the background like this. Let it dry for at least 5 minutes. Enjoy your time, rinse your brushes, and after that, we will start adding mountains in the middle of the painting. Thank you.
So is this original painting of yours or?
No, it's not. Actually, my paintings are very different. So they are very large scale paintings, and it's different. They don't look that nice and beautiful. Where are you guys located?
We're in Chicago.
Chicago. Oh, it's a beautiful city.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah, I've been there twice and I love it. I love the way it's clean and
clean.
people are nice. It is clean and people are really, really nice. I like it. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, the reason that I ask is because you asked about my paintings, and I have two shows. One is next week, and the other one is also next week. One in DC, and the other one is in LA. So I thought that you guys may be in LA because we have many, many people from LA that you're joining after the ritual classes with our studio in here. So that's why I asked.
Got some people from LA probably, but not based out of LA, our office.
Okay. So now, if you're ready, please continue with your brushes. Take 3 big scoops of white. Make sure your brushes are clean and dry. 3 big scoops of white. We don't mix it with the leftover light blue. It's just separately. We add it on the mixing palette. Then make sure there's no more white on your brush like this. And with the same brush, without rinsing the brush, again, continue with the light blue, please. Like this, not too much paint. And push the brush in the middle. And here, just move the brush like this on the spirals, like going zigzag all the way to the top part of the painting like this, or diagonally to the corners. Get rid of the spirals, just the lighter shade, please. And let them blend like this. Also on the bottom part of the painting, as much as possible, just change the texture like this. And without taking more paint on your brushes, we do the same in the middle with a darker shade and blend them together like this. because the paint is not too wet. Now you have the chance to, you are blending, but you're not completely blending the paints together. So, and you're creating only another texture on the painting, on your canvases. It looks more real. Like this. So now again, just take 1 scoop of white from those 3 scoops that you added, mix it with the leftover light blue. It's almost baby blue, it's very light. And now continue adding a few more zigzags like this in the sky, and try to blend it immediately as much as possible with the paints underneath. Make it a little bit lighter. It's just like you're adding highlights to your sky. And now it's just happening on the top part. Just imagine you divided the painting in 2, the bottom part and top part. Only the top part, you're adding the final zigzags with lighter shade of blue. Now you see something completely different just by moving your brushes, adding a little bit of that lighter shade of blue again, adding zigzags on your spirals. And that's it. Now we are done completely with the background. And this is the time to start adding mountains. So please start with your large brush again. Continue with the leftover 3 scoops of white that you added on your palette. No need to rinse your brushes. Just continue with that white. At a point in the middle of the painting, but close to the edge on top, like 2 inches or 3 inches lower, add a dot, and please draw a line, horizontal line, right in the middle of the painting with white. So this is the point that you start adding your mountains. And the other point here above the line will be the tip of your mountain, the highest part of your mountain. So from here, First, add a line like this from the point to the horizontal line in the middle. And then 2 more lines, diagonal lines. Now you have a triangle. It could be your mountain in the middle, the highest one, the tallest one. And please add 2 more shorter triangles on the left, 2 more short triangles to the right, right after the big one in the middle. Now you know where exactly you have your mountains. And the next step is continue with pure white, using your big brush, dabbing the brush, adding brush dabs. We don't want to see the lines. It's the mountain. So we want to be able to see snow on the rocks, and it's not a very smooth line. So please add brush dabs and cover the mountains with your brush dabs. First with white, let it blend with the other shades of blue underneath. It's totally fine. And you can also change the shape of the mountain. Add a bump here on the right side, here on the left side. Change the shape. It's a bit, it's not gonna look as a very sharp, perfect triangle in the middle. And then the small ones do the same, please. Let it blend with the darker shade of blue. You're gonna use this color as shadows on the snow or the mountains. Then we will add more white when it's dry to add highlights on the mountain. So now if you're done with the mountains, please do not rinse your brushes. Continue with the same brush. If you do have the leftover darker shade of blue on your palette, just use that darker shade and we start adding shadows, some part on the mountains. First, we start with the big one in the middle. From the left side, we start adding dark blue like this, all the way to the top. And let it blend and make sure you are adding the line, separating this one, the little one, with the big one. The little one, it comes right in front of the big one. So make sure the big one behind the small one, it's darker, this part, which is behind, because of the shadows. Add this darker shade, please, all the way to the middle of the big mountain in the middle, and fade it to the middle, please. and that's fine. So the next step will be the second small one on the left side. Again, the same way we add darker color, we separate them together from the other small one on the very left side of the painting. Lightly we add some of that dark blue here. Now they are separate. You can see this one is behind and this one is on the front. So that's fine. And the other one, a little bit here, it's fine. And now it's the other one's turn, or the one is behind the big one, the little one here. We add darker color to the shorter mountain behind the big one. We separate them from each other with the shadow. And also the other small one on the right side, it's behind this one. So we add dark blue on the last one, like this. And that's it. Now we are done because we need to let it dry before we start adding the final pure white color for the highlights on the mountain. But however, before we let it dry, please take 1 scoop of dark blue. No need to rinse your brushes. Just take 1 scoop of dark blue, add it separately on your palette, and make sure there is not too much actually, dark blue on your brush. And wherever you added the darker shade of blue on your mountains, again, add a hint of this dark blue to make sure it's very obvious. The color is very obvious, and you separate the mountains like this with the pure dark blue, but it's going to be very thin line like this. Also, I will add this color to separate the mountain and the sky like this. And now here, just a hint of this darker shade. Little bit here. And again, on the right side, we do the same. So now we need to let it dry for a couple of minutes before we finish it with the final touch of pure white. But now, while you have the leftover light blue, we don't want to just dump it away and not use it. Just let's use this leftover paint while we have time and we are waiting. And just rinse your brushes. Make sure it's completely clean and dry first. Still, we are using the big brush. And please take 2 scoops of yellow added to the leftover 3 scoops of white. However, you mix it with blue. It's not pure white on your palette, but still it's lighter. Add 2 scoops of yellow, please. Like this, and blend it together. You won't be able to have yellow after blending. It's going to be a pale green color. Blend them together, let the leftover blue paint and the brush just blend with the paint. This is the color. Now we rinse the brush, and with the clean and dry brush, we take one big scoop of white like this, mix it with that dirty yellow color. It's lighter now. And this is exactly the color that we are looking for to make. Make sure you have this color. And right after you're done, we start all the way under the mountains, adding brush dabs with this color for 2 inches. First, add 2 inches of this color, please. And then a little bit, just a little bit, try to blend it with the color of the mountains, like this. And that's it. We let it dry for 5 minutes. Enjoy your time, enjoy your drinks, finish the paintings before we finish the mountains with the final white color. And please do not forget to rinse your brushes when you're done. We want to have it clean, brush dry, to use pure white. Judy, are you checking on people in case if someone's waiting? Please, thank you.
How's everyone's looking?
Oh, very different. Have we used the other brushes yet?
Not yet, but
Okay.
after the snows, we will start with using the medium round brush.
That's what
And
I
we're gonna
thought.
get over with big brush. We're not gonna use it anymore after the snow.
Are you using a blow dryer?
Me?
Yeah, my
No, and
I'm like doing life support on my painting right now. So we're gonna go real quick.
You
and
might have to have
start-
a,
You don't need it, actually. It will change the effect of the paint. Actually, it will look like a plastic when you dry it like this with the hair
Good to know.
dryer
Okay.
or the hair blower.
Thank you.
Oh, of course. But it's your painting. You can do whatever you want with it. No,
That's
but
what he was
sometimes
going
it will
for.
look like plastic, actually. So how's everyone doing now? Good with the painting, with your time? Any problems or anything that I can help? Okay, as far as I can see, everyone's happy with their painting. So please, let's start. No, don't start, please. No, enjoy your time. It's still wet. I can't use white because I don't want to blend it.
So on a scale of 1 to difficult or a 10, where would you place this painting compared to,
It's
should I
one
be
of the
feeling like
normal
this is
ones. It's one of the normal ones. It's
Okay.
so it's not, it's 50-50. It's not one of the hard ones, but it's, I can't tell, it's one
Not
of the
easy.
easy ones.
okay.
The easy ones are like, we have those Manhattan Sunset, Manhattan something with the river and, the colors behind for the sunset and the silhouette of the city. Those are the simple ones,
Got it.
really. Yeah, but this one is a little bit complicated because it's all about brush dabs, how you move your brush to get that feeling and you have to put your emotions on the painting to be able to get the feeling of those moves on the mountain or clouds in the sky. So it makes it difficult, not easy for everyone.
Yes. Okay, that's good to know.
So, but while we are waiting for the mountains, why not we start making brown to get rid of the ground? Actually, along the river on the right side and the left side, we have like two different colors. We have like ochre, yellowish, like mustard yellow on the front, and in the background between the mustard yellow and the mountains, we have brown. So let's start using the leftover yellow to make brown. Please use your medium round brushes. Take 4 scoops of red, 4 big scoops of red, please. Mix it with your yellow, leftover yellow. It's not actually yellow, it's a weird yellow, pale green. 4 big scoops of red first. Like this. Before you blend them together, please no need to rinse your brushes, take 1 scoop of black, 1 big scoop of black, mix it with the whole thing, yellow, 4 scoops of red, like this. You will see magically it will appear. You have brown. We don't add more black. We don't want to make it darker for now. First, we start with this medium brown color. And then when we want to add shadows, we use more black. So the leftover yellow, 4 scoops of red with the medium brown brush and 1 scoop of black. Again, with the same brush, we mix them together. You will have this brown color. And now, please look at my painting. Just a second, please. Now, in the middle of the painting, under the first mountain, the big one in the middle, please add a point here and leave a gap to the right side, very tiny gap, and add another point. It's like leaving ½ inch in between those 2 points. Now let's finish the left side. Now it's easier for me at least. Just move your brushes like this. Add a line, squiggly. And the other one here, all the way to the right bottom corner. The blue color in the middle, it's your river. It will be later. And the rest we will paint it all the way underneath the yellow with brown, like this. And also here. So now is everyone ready and done with brown? That's great. So now please, before we finish the shadows and highlights on the brown parts of the painting, we want to add 2 more hills or piece of land here on the right side and the left side with the lighter color. It's like mustard yellow. So now we take 1 scoop of this brown color. Please take 1 scoop of brown, or 2. Let's take 2 scoops of brown for the start. And rinse your brushes. 2 scoops of brown with the medium round brush. Rinse your brushes and then take 1 big scoop of red, mix it with your 2 scoops of brown, or just leave it. We'll mix them all together later. And then again, rinse your brushes, make sure it's clean and dry because we want to take yellow. 2 scoops of brown, 1 big scoop of red, and 3 scoops of yellow, please. This is the color that we have now. It's like light brown. And with this color, first we add this part to the painting. Here on the right side, we add this. Or if it's not clear on the screen, I will add pure yellow on the line. It's just for you guys to be able to see that line perfectly clear. You don't do that. You just continue with the paint that I was painting first, please, the light brown. This is the line that we add on the right side. And then we have another diagonal line all the way from here to here. And I will add yellow on top of this line as well to make sure it's obviously sharp and clear for everyone. This is the other line here on the left side. And now I will cover this part all the way with my light brown color. So now when we are done painting those two parts on the left and right with the lighter shade of brown, we are not done yet with this color. So we use the same color, adding brush dabs on the line between yellow and brown. The yellow underneath the mountains and brown, we add brush dabs with this lighter shade, adding highlights, making it ready for the trees, for the pine trees. And you can add a few more brush dabs randomly wherever you have dark brown to add highlights or adding texture. Like this. Now somehow we are done with the brown part of the painting. But before we start adding highlights on those two parts that we added after on the bottom, we want to do something else. We want to add shadows also on the dark brown here and here. So we use the same brush. Just take, without rinsing your brushes, just take a little bit of black on the tip of the brush, and here, the line between the dark brown and blue in the middle for the river, we add a hint of black, and we try to lightly blend it with brown, like this, adding brush dabs, blend them together, also somehow separating this part of land in the back and the one in the front. So it's like mountains, again, we separate them with shadows, with the darker shade, like this, and I will do the same on the other side, on the right side, along the river. And if you're done now with black brush dabs, you can rinse your brushes and get ready for the lighter color to finish the land wherever we have on the bottom part of the painting, and get ready for the trees and finishing the snow. So now if you're ready, please, with the clean and dry brush, medium brand, take 3 scoops of yellow and 1 scoop of white, mix them together. Three scoops of yellow, 1 scoop of white, blend them together. Simply, we want to have light yellow. And before this paint, the light shade of brown start getting dry, we want to add brush dabs with lighter yellow color in the middle of these parts, only in the middle. At the same time, we try to blend it with the light shade of brown underneath, and we try to keep the edges everywhere darker. So now I did it, I blended all the way, and this is the time to take more paint one more time, adding more yellow in the middle, make it lighter. Also, if you look at the painting on your screen, your painting, the sample that you took picture of, you can see the brush dabs with the lighter shade of yellow on the light brown. You may see how it works. And now this is the time to add yellow to the other part on the left side, left bottom corner. And now we are done with the brown, yellow, and everything here on the bottom part of the painting, but the river. So we want to add different shades of blue to the river, change the texture of the paint because we want to show the water running on the river. So first, let's finish the snow on top, and then we will start adding water. So please rinse your brushes, medium brown. Change the brush again one more time, and for the last time, actually, with the big one, take pure white. Pure white on the big brush, and one more time, we start from the left, from the right side, adding brush dabs with pure white on the mountains. Thicker paint like this, adding brush dabs. We don't cover it all the way with pure white, but we want to add pure white to show the snow. Now again, on the other part here, and that's it. We are also done with the snow on the mountain. You can rinse your brushes, get rid of that big brush. Just make sure it's clean and dry for the next time if you want to use it. You don't want to have a brush sticking together. So is everyone ready? Or you need more time for the snow? Ready?
I'm good.
Great. So now, please start with your smallest brush. Small brush. Take 3 scoops of dark blue. Three scoops of dark blue. And start adding short, very, very short horizontal lines along the river, right after brown or black color from the left side to the middle, from the right side to the middle, like this, with pure dark blue. It's totally fine if there's a gap between your lines and you can see the other shades of blue underneath. It's totally fine. Just add horizontal lines for the running water and the river. I started from the left side because it's easier for me as I'm sitting on the left. It's totally up to you where exactly you want to start, from which side. And I'll start adding the same lines from the right side to the middle. Like this. Now I'm done with my dark blue lines along the river on each side, both sides. It's very dark now. And right after I'm done with my dark blue lines, I will take 2 scoops of white with a small brush. Of course, after it's clean and dry, I will take 2 scoops of white, mix it with my leftover dark blue. Now I have a medium blue color. And in the middle of the river, I will add random short horizontal lines to show the lighter color, adding highlights on the water. In the middle, I will turn it light. On the side, I will keep it as dark as it is. Now, just changing the texture. It's not spiral again. It's anymore. It's different. You can see the texture of the water in the middle of the river. It's running, and it's very easy. Right after I'm done with the new lines, the lighter shade, I will take 2 more scoops of white, mix it with the leftover blue, make it lighter. Again, I will add shorter lines in the middle. I will keep all the shades that I'm adding, and I will also turn the middle light. That's it. Now I'm done. And the only thing is I will rinse the brush with a clean and dry brush. I will take pure white and I will wiggle the brush with pure white in the middle of the river like this. For the final highlight. And that's it. We are done with the river. You can rinse your brushes. After you're done, take a breath, get ready for green to finish the painting with trees. Any questions? Is everyone okay with the painting? Great. So also I want to have a break, refreshing my coffee before I turn to a wolf or something. Thank you.
Great to see everyone's after this.
We gotta like hang the best one up in the
Together.
region.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
think we need an award for the best and the worst.
Like the best one needs to go in the office for at
We
least.
honestly need to hang all of them in the office.
I'm 100% down. I'm very proud of mine.
Mine is coming together. I mean, it's
Mine is
actually
not. I'm
terrible,
waiting for
but-
like, I'm waiting for that moment where I'm like, oh, it looks good, but like I just don't know that I'm ever gonna get there.
I got off to kind of a rough start, but it's starting to shape up a little bit. I got a late start and I was rushing. So we'll see.
I'm really impressed that you brought your supplies to the office, Scott. Look at you.
How about that? How about that?
You probably have a
busy.
better setup than most people because you have a desk that's clear and, you know.
Yeah.
We're just going to call them all expressionism. And then it doesn't
Yes.
matter what they look like. You got to think about it that
Yes.
way.
That's exactly right.
I really like some of the painting hats out there. Those are pretty cool. Styling. Trendsetters.
I agree.
Hey, buddy.
I just want to play my horsey.
What did he say?
I went to the daycare and my friends called to play my horsey. His friends played with his horse.
Oh.
She's not me. She
My brush water is like a thick soup now. Like it's not cleaning anything.
She's not me. She doesn't have my name. She'll never have what I have. It won't be the same. Won't be the same. She is looking at her lips and she's laughing her eyes. She's not me. She's got legs up to there and such beautiful hair. She's not me. I guarantee you will find she's not someone wants to pimp your style, hang with you a little while, make up all the things you lack. You're gonna have to watch. She's not me. She doesn't have my name.
So, if everyone's ready, now we want to make green and start adding trees. We have shortcut trees, pine trees, all the way above this brown color. Halfway we will cover the brown, and halfway we can see between the trees this color, and they go all the way up to here, halfway to the mountains. So it's very easy, but first let's make green, and then I will instruct how to paint pine trees, and the rest will be really easy. You will take your time and finish the pine trees, the small ones, short ones, before we finish the painting with two big ones right in front of us on the right side and on the left side. So to make it easy, let's use the medium round brush to be able to take more paint. Medium round brush. If you do have the leftover blue, however, if it's messed up, it's mixed with lighter, darker, it doesn't matter. Just take 2 scoops of dark blue, add it to your leftover blue. 2 scoops of dark blue. Then rinse your brushes, please. Make sure it's clean and dry. Take 3 scoops of yellow, please. And 1 scoop of white. 2 scoops of dark blue, 3 scoops of yellow, and 1 scoop of white. We mix them all together with the leftover blue on the paint palette. And it will be the result. Dark green. First we start with dark green, and then we start adding lighter shades for highlights. 2 scoops of dark blue, please. 3 scoops of yellow, and 1 scoop of white with the medium round brush. We mix it with the leftover blue on the palette, and we will have this shade of green. Now you can rinse your big one, the big brush, I mean the medium round, and we start using the small brush, and I will instruct the first tree for you to make it easy. Let's start somewhere in here. I will draw a line, a vertical line, like this, short vertical line. This is how tall my tree will look after I'm done with the tree. The tip of the line, it will show the tip of the tree. And now we will start adding branches. It's very easy. We start from one side. Now I start with left side, and I will add short curved line from the tip of the line, short curved lines, and step by step I will go longer and longer with the lines. Same way I curve the line, but I will go longer like this. Now I am done with left side, on the branches on the left, And I will add branches on the right side. Same way, short curved lines. It's okay if you blend it with brown. It doesn't matter. You will add more green on top. And now I am fixing the tip of the tree like this. And that's it. I have my first pine tree. If you want to add shadows before you add highlights, you can take a little bit of black with the tip of the brush, add black to your greens, somehow make it darker. It's not necessary, so it's just very optional if you want to have darker tree. Like this. And now I will add another tree like this. Please make sure the size of your trees are different. You add different size, different lines, shorter, longer. And then I will start adding branches again. They join each other in the middle, and again on the right side, I will add branches. This tree is shorter. Now, again, another line, then my branches. Unfortunately, we don't have time to wait until the brown color is completely dry before we start adding trees. But you can manage it with taking more green and repainting your lines, adding more paint to be able to cover it, show the green color. Now I have three different sized pine trees. I will add more black to be able to show them. Make it darker. We continue adding more pine trees all the way to the left, and then we finish the right side. Is it still cold in Chicago, or it's getting warmer? That's all. I remember it was colder in New York.
Actually, it's like in the 50s and today, so it's nice
Well, that's
out.
great.
It's sunny.
It's good then. So now on the left side, it's much easier because the brown is drier.
It's been a long night and you still keep going home. But it's been a long time since I felt this good on my own. My years went by, my hands wrapped in your ropes. Forever, never more. The midnight sky is the road I'm taking. Head high up in the clouds. I was born to run, I don't belong to anyone. Oh no. Don't need to be held by you. Fire in my lungs, can't fight the devil on the tongue. Oh no. Don't need to be held by you. See my lips on the ground, and the sky is looking down, baby. Oh, you know it's true. Yeah, that I was born to run, I don't belong to anyone. Don't need to be. I can't pull back 'cause the sweat's dripping off of her face. So bad.
So as far as you're done with your trees in the background, the short ones, we take 2 scoops of yellow with the small brush and 1 scoop of white. Mix them together first. And then we take 1 scoop of this green, also mix it with the yellow to have this lighter shade of green. And then we start a hint of this lighter shade, some parts on the trees to show which one is on the front and which one is behind this tree in the front with the lighter color and darker shade of green. It helps to make it more obvious. Dimensions and the perspective. Not everywhere, just some parts on the trees, you add a hint of this lighter shade. As you can see on my painting, it's not everywhere. Sometimes it's just half a tree. Half of the tree I will add this lighter shade. Also, I use the darker shade by adding black somehow. It's just for some parts to make sure I'm adding shadows to the trees and behind. And that's it. Now we are done with, or I am done with the trees in the background. And now this is the time to start adding 2 bigger trees in the front on the right side. They're taller and 2 little bit shorter than the one on the right side on the left side. So we use the same brush. One is half tree, so it's long all the way close to the edge on top. Here, and we start from here on the hill and the front, or a piece of land in the front. We can see only the branches, so let's add branches for the bigger tree. With a lighter color, almost. We can see the branches only on the left side for this tree. I will add the lighter color, make it lighter somehow. And we have another one, which I'll use a little bit of brown, also mixed it with my green. Here, the same size. First, I will look at the tree with the vertical line. And then I will start adding branches. Again, the branches on the bottom, they are longer. So now the final trees, actually not tree. We have two more shorter on the left side. Please, let's add two more trees shorter, definitely. Here on the left side. One is here and the other one is shorter even here. And then we're gonna be done finishing the painting. And for the trees on the left side, let it blend, please, with the yellow. Make it lighter. We want to have lighter trees, lighter green. And that's it. We are done. So, hope you enjoyed your paintings and your time. Please do not forget to sign your masterpieces when you are done. And I can't wait to see your paintings. If it's okay with you to show it to me.
I'll show you guys mine.
Kathleen,
Yeah, this is mine.
to me far. Wait, lift it up. Wow.
Great job. Amazing.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
river.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God, you guys are all good in rivers. Amazing, amazing rivers.
Hi.
Great, great.
Bill, yours is incredible.
Wait, Bill, yours is so good.
I'm just
Beautiful.
Wait, whose is so good? I
And it
missed
takes
it.
time for me because I'm scrolling just to check everyone's painting, but if you're showing,
Wait, can everyone? Oh my God, these look so different.
Also, you can have a screenshot, take screenshots, have a group picture together while you're holding your
Wait,
painting.
Bill, yours is amazing.
Incredible.
I got very
Wait,
lucky. I
Bill,
don't know
show
how
yours
it
again.
worked,
I
but
couldn't see it.
For anyone who wants to
Amazing job.
Wait, can everyone hold theirs up so I can take one for the fun committee?
Yeah, hold
People
on.
that have their cameras on. All right, 1, 2, 3. Cute.
Bill, your mountains are amazing. The shading, the shadows, highlights, amazing job. Amazing job.
thank
Yeah,
you.
Bill,
Great.
do you have a hidden talent we don't know about?
You know what? I actually, the
Sure
paintbrush
seems
wasn't
like
working,
it.
so I got a scraper out of the toolbox and it actually like worked pretty good. I don't know.
Got talented people,
Great
man.
job, everyone.
great. Good job, you guys.
Yes, so fun. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Hope you had a good time.
Yeah, thanks, everyone.
Thank you so
personally enjoyed
much.
my time. Thank
Thanks
you.
for leading the way.
Thanks. This was cool.
And
We
have
would
a
have
great
been lost
evening.
without you.
We
Have a great
appreciate
evening,
it. Thank
everyone.
you.
Just Jody, you're in charge of ending the meeting, not me. I will leave and you can end it whenever you want. Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Enjoy your evening.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Yeah,
thanks,
everybody,
guys.
everybody can hang up whenever they want. I am gonna go walk my dog, so. We'll see you guys
guys.
later. Hope you had fun.
Thanks, Jody.
Bye.